Hello, hello, hello. My name is Lee Fuller, aka the Funnel Helper, and today I'm excited because we're talking about the call center funnel. That's right, the call center funnel. And as always, I'm checking to make sure I got my stuff together, and we are good, Okay? All right, so like I said, I'm super excited about what's going on. And today we're doing the call center funnel. This is Tactical Thursday. Tactical Thursday. And I may not be able to see your questions. So I don't know why I went into full screen mode. I guess I wanted to see myself. But there we go. Now, maybe I can see some questions that come in. Again, this is Lee Fuller, aka the Funnel Helper. And today we're doing the call center funnel. Now, who uses the call center funnel? And call center probably could go in quotes, right? Because this can also be for local small businesses. A few months back or a few weeks back, I did a presentation called the Call Me Business. Sometimes your website is a Call Me Business where you need to get on the phone and talk to people. So what I'm going to do, and I'm going to bring this up just a little bit. So the Call Me Center. Now, if you've, who uses this? HubSpot, right? HubSpot is one that I saw use it on me. Salesforce, because I go in and I sign up for this stuff to see what people are doing, and then I pull it back down into the local small business, right? So this funnel will help you if you have people that can jump on the phone and follow up with somebody, right? Or if you have a sales team that can follow up with somebody, this is the funnel you need, and I'm going to walk you right through it so that you can implement it in your business. If after you're going through it, you're like, man, Lee, that's pretty awesome. I want you to do it for me. Then, holla at me, send me a message on Facebook, and we'll go ahead and take it from there. All right. But here we go. The call center funnel, right? So it pretty much starts with, like all funnels start, right? It starts with traffic. So let's just say our traffic is Facebook, right? Makes it simple. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to drive them here, right? And then we're going to show them this, and then we're going to have this, okay? Now, all right? Now, it's important when you're creating a funnel that conceptually you have an idea of what's going on, right? So for the lead, for here, there's going to be this lead magnet, right? Some type of offer, right? Something that people want, okay? The goal of this offer is to catch the attention of somebody on Facebook. The goal of this offer is to catch the attention of a prospect. So this lead magnet has to be desirable, right? If you're a local business or if you're a small business owner, this has to be desirable. So let's say you're a gym, right? Actually, I was doing some work with a karate. It wouldn't come out. I was like, Kung Fu? I was like, no, it's not Kung Fu. But a karate center. And they wanted to give one night. Like, you can come experience the class for one night. And I said, hey, that's kind of interesting, but that might not be desirable enough to get a person to come out from behind their computer, right? So I said, maybe we could offer a whole week, come for a free week at the karate studio, right? Or some people may go for 2 weeks, whatever, because we have to grab their attention, right? This is customer acquisition. We've got to break their attention. We've got to get some people to notice our offer. And one class wasn't necessarily getting the offer that we wanted. So let's extend it and say, hey, a week, come get a free week of karate class. And we want to extend it for a couple reasons. One, we want to make sure that they are consuming, they get a chance to get the benefit. They get a chance to change their habits, to change their behavior. Another offer I've seen done is like a gym, right? Gyms are offered 2 weeks or even a month of membership. Why? Because we have to change their behavior, right? In the restaurant world. So is this true of you? I know it's true of most people. So many of us, we have, I think it's 8. We have 8 restaurants that we frequent, right? For some, it may be 5, right? Now think about it. With all the restaurants and all the world, we still, like, we may go try something, but we really stick to our 8. Or 5 to 8. Why? Because it's a habit. Because we've developed a habit, right? And if we're trying to acquire customers, we have to get people to snap out of what they're doing by habit. Like if you ask me on Friday, hey, what are we going to eat? There's a list that I go to. Hey, am I going to do Applebee's? Are we getting pizza? We're doing fast food. Are we going to get, a sit-down meal, right? So there is, we default to these 8. Hey, here's where unless somebody says, hey, what about this new place? So unless on Facebook you're saying, hey, here's this new place, I'm just going to default to my habits, right? So the offer has to be desirable, and the offer has to be kind of the first step to get people into their process. So having your lead offer for restaurants, could be a certain percentage off or a birthday, those good for restaurants. For gym, we talked about membership. Hey, if you're a dentist or a doctor's office, maybe that first offer is free teeth whitening or something that will make them stop and say, you know what? Let me pay attention and let me go ahead and jump on this, right? So we have to have the desirable lead magnet. Hey, not a brand new revelation funnel helper. Go ahead and keep it moving. All right, so we got offer. The next thing we want to go to is this page here, and I like to call this page, see if I got another marker. This here is the pretty much consumption, right? The consumption or an incentive, right? So what does that mean? Why do I want a consumption or an incentive page? It's because I need to, I want to force them to consume it, right? I need them to actually redeem the product, right? So here, and I forgot to mention this, here, so you want to get name, email, you want to get phone, okay? Name, email, phone number, right? In this place here. And if you're going to ask for someone's phone number or their email and their name, then this has got to be, a very good offer. It's got to be worth it for you for me to give you my contact information, right? So that needs to happen. So now that I have this, I go to this consumption. Now in my consumption, it's something that pops up and says like, hey, if you want to, make sure my screen's up. If you want to, all right, so let's walk through an example. Let's say we are today let's be a childcare facility, right? So childcare facility, and we're saying, hey, you get 1 week of childcare. What? 1 week of childcare? Sign me up. Oh my goodness. But why not just 1 day? Because again, we talked about making sure that they change their habits, making sure they change their routine. Because when mama get a full week of not having to deal with little Johnny, then mama's like, you know what? Maybe we can make this work, right? Also, during that week, we're telling them about what we're doing, etc., etc. So we got 1 week of childcare for Johnny. Now, right on the thank you page, we have our consumption page. And this consumption page pretty much offers an incentive. It offers an incentive to call me, right? So, hey, Johnny gets a free week. Now, if you want 5 additional hours of extended care, then you need to call me ASAP, right? You need to call 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, right? Call me quick, all right? If you call me and go ahead and book Johnny in, then I'll give you 5 hours of extended care, okay? Wow, that's good stuff. Now, so we're incentivizing consumption. We're saying, hey, you know what? You have this, but I need you to call it and reserve it. Call it and lock them in. And if you call and lock them in now, then they will be able to, they can get additional. Why? Because I have to take them from on the computer. I need to get on the phone with them, right? I need to get on the phone with them. And my first strategy of getting them on the phone is for them to call me, right? So, because I know if they call me, now they're serious and they're more likely to consume the free week, right? Because how many times have you requested an ebook or signed up for something, for a free coupon or something, and you never acted on it, right? This is to get them to consume it, okay? That's why it's good to incentivize this step here. If they consume it, then we're moving, right? So next step is here, okay? This is the call list, right? This is the call list. Well, actually, this is actually not actually connected, right? So they came in, they saw this, and then it said, hey, the second page says, hey, if you want the extended hours, then you need to call and book little Johnny because this is going to fill up quick, right? This is going to fill up quick. Now, so this is the first part of the funnel, right? But you're like, hey, what's the call center part? All right. It's possible to, because they enter their name, email, and phone number here, we can put their name, information, and populate this. Name, email, and phone, right? So if they don't call me, I can call them, okay? So now that's the call center part. So they opted in for my thing. I gave them the opportunity to call me. But now I can have little Mary, right? Or little Tyreek get on the phone and call them and say, hey, I noticed that you requested such and such, and I didn't see a reservation come in. Would you like to schedule it on the phone now? Or, hey, I noticed you were interested in the child care. I noticed that you haven't locked in, you haven't reserved your spot for the month or the week, right? This conversation can also be, hey, looks like you opted in for our free week. What week will little Travion or little Michael, whoever, little Shay Shay, when is Shay Shay going to come to the event? And I don't want to say Shay Shay. I apologize. When does, Becky, when is she coming? What week will she be at our facility, right? So now we can follow up with them. Why? Because if I give them the chance to call me, but I got to call them. And you might be saying, man, Lee, what kind of software do I need to have this? Check this out. If you have Google, right? How did I misspell Google? Usually I talk about my spelling woes, but when I start misspelling Google, I must be tired, right? So this is actually can be done in Google, right? So you have your opt-in, you send the information to Google. Google sends you an email. They'll email you. right? So you're sitting here, la 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 la. You're sitting here at your desk. That's you sitting in your office, right? And Google says, hey, somebody just signed up for the thing here, and then you jump on the phone, right? Now, there are studies that say, hey, if you can call back within 15 minutes, that's awesome. There are, so the sooner you can call back, the better, right? And that's pretty much, now there's a couple nuances that I want to make sure that we cover. They opt in to get the thing. They have the option to call you, right? And the reason I give them the option to call me is because right now I might not be sitting at my desk, right? If I'm Johnny childcare owner, we might be out. I might be putting the kids to bed, etc. So I give them the opportunity to call me. But I'll get notified, I'll get emailed that, hey, somebody just signed up. Let me call them and get them booked. Let us reserve their spot. Okay? Now, but that's not it. Now that is good. That is pretty good. But if you're working with the funnel helper, you know what I'm saying? We can take this up a notch. Why? Because I have name, email, and phone number. So with the name and the phone number, I can use this strategy with my call list. With the email, I can send an email out. So I got their name, email, and phone number. So I can send email. And what's this email saying? This first email is saying, hey, thank you for requesting our week of childcare. Make sure you get registered. Make sure you book little Mary's week, because the weeks are filling up fast. We can only have X amount of people. This program only allows for 5, trial kids. Only allows for 5 trial kids, right? So make sure you get Becky in this week. The next day, another email says, hey, yesterday you requested a free week. Are you sure you want to do it? You need to go ahead and call me. The next one, the next day, hey, I'm sending out as a courtesy call, but I got another parent and you're going to lose your spot. It's important, instead of saying, hey, I'm going to give it to somebody else, don't say, hey, I'm going to give your spot to somebody else. Don't do that. Say, you will lose your spot. Because psychologically, a person takes ownership of it. They're like, hey, my child can get a free week. But if you say, hey, if you don't sign up, you're going to lose it. So language count, words matter. In your script, say, hey, you're going to lose your spot. And you're going to lose your spot to the person behind you in line. Then the person can say, no, I don't want to lose my spot. And then they'll call you, right? So that's what we can do with the email piece. So I tell people, don't get information that you're not going to use. So name and phone number, we're going to use that because we can give people phone calls, right? Email, I'm gathering that so I can send them email. But that's not all. Like if you're working with somebody else, perhaps they can stop there. But with the funnel helper, let's take it go another further. We can actually retarget them, right? So we can retarget them. Let me see, what does retargeting look like? So let's just say RT. So we're going to retarget them, right? Which means, and we're going to send the retargeting. We're going to retarget them on Facebook. You might be like, Lee, why am I retargeting them on Facebook? Because I found them on Facebook. It means they look at stuff on Facebook. So I'm going to retarget them on Facebook. Okay? As an easy one. Now we can retarget them all over the internet if we want to. But, crawl, walk, run. You see what I'm saying? Anyway, so this is how it works with my childcare example, right? So let's say we are a barbershop. Hey, if we're a barbershop, then hey, 3 cuts, right? Redeem your coupon for 3 cuts, right? And then here, the consumption aspect, you really want to either upgrade it, or you can have a gift with it. So when you sign up for your three cuts, we can give you a shave, right? Would you like to call now, book your spot, and we'll add a shaving, a trim up or whatever to your regular haircut, or a gift. Hey, you get some of our super duper shampoo. You know what I'm saying? So these are the steps. This can work in a local business. So if you don't have a call center in place now, you can, because by setting this up, right, you will get notified and you'll know who to call, right? We build this funnel, okay? I hope you enjoyed the training. I actually have a call to make, but if you like this, or if you want something like this implemented in your business, go ahead and leave a comment below, or better yet, go to funnelhelper.com, and we'll schedule a time to talk. But very good funnel. It's the call center funnel, and I think it's going to grow your business, right? You're driving traffic, you're converting the traffic, and then if they don't convert themselves, you can call them. Okay? Now, you may be like, hey, what does the call look like? What's the call conversation? You know what? You send me an email, you contact me, and I tell you what this... Huh? Should I do that? You got to contact me to get what this call script is. You know what? I probably... I might make a little product and sell this conversation. Anyway, thanks for your time. So this first one is, you requested. See, I should have just ended the video, right? You'd have been like, hey, this guy's a genius. But now they're like, hey, you can't spell. So requested, right? So here's a short script. You requested, add this, right? Hey, I saw you like this. Let's go ahead and confirm this. So it's more of a confirm this, right? But I'm not going to write it out. Anyway, my name is Lee Fuller, aka the Funnel Helper, and this is the call center funnel. I do these all the time, and we can do it in your business as well. Hopefully, you enjoyed it, and if you want to hear more from the Funnel Helper, go ahead to funnelhelper.com. I'm actually trying to keep these videos up as long as I can before I start charging people for this information. You know what, Anyway, this is Lee Fuller, aka the Funnel Helper, and I'll talk to y'all soon. Bye.